Am I the idiot for being upset that wife schedules our intimate and romantic time together? I, male 39, have been with my wife, female 37, for 15 years and married for 9 years. Together we have 2 kids, male 8 and female 3, so we both have very busy schedules because we both work. It has affected our intimacy and romantic life a lot. I noticed she has been ignoring us and our sex life was dead. There was no romance left. I addressed this issue with her. We sat down and had a talk about it. I explained my side of the story, that I am feeling neglected in our marriage and we need to do something about it. She apologized and told me she has been really busy with work and doesn't have time. We talked and came to the conclusion that we will make time for each other more often. First thing that weirded me out was when she asked for my schedule. After that talk, things went back to normal. We got a sitter and went out on dates more often. We have sex more often. It used to be once a month, or when I had this conversation with her, we didn't have sex for 5 months straight. But we have been doing it 2, 3 times a week now. She is way more spontaneous and initiates more. I do the same. This has been going on for 4 months. I'm glad for it. So recently, I discovered something. I called in sick for work because I had a cold. My wife didn't take the day off because I told her I will be fine. I was around my wife's workstation to look for a pen. I noticed a planner on her desk. It was very detailed. So basically she planned everything, right from when we have sex to when we should go out on dates. They were like Tuesday, 10 p.m., have sex. It is as if she was describing her time with me as if it is another chore she has to do. She also made spreadsheets about how much time she spends with me, the kids, herself, and her work. Moreover, she has a binder full of stuff about us, like our favorite food, our birthdays, appointments, things we like and want, etc. It just made me feel unworthy that we are not even important enough for her to remember those things from the top of her hat. I think if you love someone, you should know almost everything about them without keeping a binder or reminder that you have to love them at a specific time. I get she wants to be organized, but are we just a chore to her? I asked my wife about it. She casually replied that she forgets things and is easily distracted. Having binders and schedules or reminders help her remember important things. We had somewhat of an argument about it. My wife snapped and asked, "Why are you being childish? I'm trying my best to keep romance alive. Do you want me to stop it?" She doesn't understand that it offends me that she has to remind herself to love us and make time for us. Am I the idiot? Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. The immaturity is wild here. You do realize that if she didn't care about you or love you, then she would have just dismissed your concerns, right? She didn't. She listened and put a plan in place to make sure that your needs were met because she loves you. She took accountability and made it work. How can you not see that? Go and apologize to your wife for being ungrateful. You're the idiot. Comment 2. You're the idiot. Scheduling sex doesn't automatically mean that she views this time with you as a chore. It means that she views this time with you as a priority. Think of it this way. We schedule all sorts of things like parties, vacations, family trips, holidays. None of these things are chores, and having to plan for it doesn't make the events less special. Comment 3. You have a good thing going there. She's busy, heard you, apparently agreed, and fixed the issue. Why does it matter how she did it? You're the idiot, and you better hope she doesn't erase her calendar. Now, for the update. And if you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. Yesterday, I posted about this and rightfully got a lot of backlash and name-calling. And geez, you people are something. I only posted about an argument about us, and all of you assumed I do not do anything around the house. I just sit on my couch and drink beer like Homer Simpson's or Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Not only that, some of you assume that I am an abuser to my wife and do not appreciate her. What the frick is wrong with you guys? I truly believe that Reddit is definitely not the best place for anyone to get advice because they just assume since I am a man, I am 100% an abuser and a cheater. I did apologize to my wife for being such a jerk and snooping through her stuff. It wasn't a dry apology. I did buy her a gift. She is an artist and most of her art supplies are either old or damaged. She has been complaining that those got old and will replace them. So I got them for her. Someone suggested to me that I should treat my wife to a spa day. Well, I tried, but the spa treatments are hella expensive in my area. Maybe once I save enough, I will treat her with it. So, along with the apology, I asked her if she has been stressed at work or what can I do to make it better. She said she doesn't mind the schedule we have now. She even cleared my misconception about things being in her planner not being a chore. She says she sees it as something exciting. Whenever we have romantic times or sexy times, she always looks forward to it. We laughed about it, and I even made a joke that she is like Amy Santiago, and I doubt she has an entire binder full of sex stuff. She told me she used to when we dated because she was shy. That was fun to know. Maybe I will borrow that someday. Also, some of you were right, she does have ADHD. She told me that she hasn't told me that because she is unsure about it. Last week, her therapist said that she might have ADHD or even OCD and she should get that checked out to know for sure. However, we do not know that for sure, but my wife thinks she has both because she yelled at one of the employees for not putting the files in a way she likes. She is also stressed because she has some upcoming projects of her own. So, thank you to those of you who actually helped me with this and gave advice about it. Now, for the final comments. Comment 1. I do something similar to your wife, but not nearly as organized. I am diagnosed with ADHD and keep a note in my phone named after my boyfriend and write down gift ideas, games to play, movies to watch, conversation topics. Would be a little embarrassed if he saw. This is a sign you're important to her, and she can't rely on her brain to store all that info forever. Thank you for apologizing to her and buying her a thoughtful gift. Sorry some of the comments got out of control. This diagnosis might come with some new behaviors, so try to keep an open and curious mind, rather than a judgmental one. It sounds like your wife tries her best from what you've shared to take good care of you, so make sure you do the same for her. Comment 2. I'm glad it worked out for you. You never need to worry about a schedule or scheduling sex because before you were married, all your sex was scheduled. That's what dates are. A lot of people feel after marriage that you should be spontaneous, but I don't think it's a coincidence that when you stop scheduling dates, your sex life declines. Go to the spa with your wife and have a nice getaway. Take care. Comment 3. Still can't believe you got upset with her over her planning dates and times you'll have sex. Now, for the next story. I, female 20, lost my parents in a car accident almost 2 weeks ago. I have a little sister, female 10, who is now in my custody. Yesterday, my uncle, male 40, came to me telling me that my little sister would be better off in the familiarity of a two-parent household which he and my aunt could provide. I'll admit my first thought was hell no, but I kept my composure and I told him I didn't think it was a good idea. He then told me that I was in no position to take care of and raise a 10-year-old and that this way I can finish school and not have to worry about my little sister. I reiterated that it wasn't a good idea and that there was a reason my parents left my little sister in my care. It was specified in their will. He threatened to fight me for custody, and that's when I went off. I told him to frick off and that if he wanted to waste money on lawyers for a judge to ask my sister what she wants, then to go ahead. I also told him his lying, cheating self had no business fighting for custody of a niece he barely sees. I also threatened to bring up all the family drama if he tried to fight me for custody, and that if he wanted something to spend money on, then to get his sugar baby pregnant. Anyway, my grandma told me I overreacted and that he was just concerned, so now I'm wondering if I was an idiot. Also, some more context. My parents were good with their finances, and so now my little sister and I have a good amount of money to live off of while I finish school. I have a year left and get a job. Because of our age difference, I was extremely parentified, and so my little sister is very attached to me. I'm in the military as well, National Guard, so when I went away for training, it was very hard for her. With everything that's happened in our current situation, she is more attached than ever. I am 100% sure that if a judge asked her what she wanted, she would say she wanted to stay with me. She even told me once that I couldn't move away, and if I did, I would have to take her with me because what would I do without my big sissy? Anyway, please let me know if I am the idiot and if I should be worried. I already lost my parents. I can't lose my little sister too. Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. Not the idiot, and I wonder if your uncle wants the money as well. Also, your sister is entitled to Social Security survivor benefits for minors. Not the right name, but they are Social Security, so please look into that right away. Your parents earned that money, so she deserves every bit of it. I don't know if you'd qualify because you're over 18 but still a student, but worth asking about. Get a lawyer, please. I am so sorry for your loss. This is the one good thing I can see about being a parentified older sibling. If something like this happens, you know how to take care of her. Please get into therapy and your National Guard unit might help with that. Comment 2. Not the idiot. Your uncle has no right to try and claim your sister, and it's my guess that he only even brought it up because he thought it would get him access to your money. It was probably a bluff. But in case it wasn't, the only concern I would have if I were a judge is who watches your sister when you have your National Guard duty or are deployed. Then the original poster responded with, I hadn't thought about that, but now that I have the Guard does require you to have a childcare plan in place. Most likely I will name my aunt and cousin because they're already close to her, but I will have to ask to confirm. Comment 3. Since you are National Guard, make sure you sign up for TRICARE if you haven't already and fill out your family action plan in case you deploy. Your sister will qualify for TRICARE, being your dependent, and anytime you go on orders, you will get BAH at dependent rate. Now, for the update. I want to thank everyone for their support. Reading through the comments really helped to clear the fog in my mind. A lot of people were suspecting abuse or money to be his motivation, and I don't blame them as this was my first thought too. I have also been sexually abused, but because of my grandma's reaction, I think the motivation is religion, as him and my grandma are very involved in their Seventh-day Adventist church while I am not religious and my parents were Christian. It may have even happened because I was talking to my grandma about sending my sister to a Christian private school because my parents were in the process of getting her in and they really wanted her to go there. I've talked to both my uncle and my grandma and basically told them to leave us alone if they want any type of relationship with us and have gone LC with both of them for the time being. I've notified my chain of command of the circumstances and have filed the appropriate paperwork now that my sister is in my custody. I've also asked my boyfriend, he is studying law at the same school I go to ask his professors if they know any good family law lawyers that they can recommend, and I've gotten a few names. One of them was even willing to do it pro bono under the circumstances, which I'm really grateful for. Overall, I think I've gotten most of everything sorted out. I am taking it one day at a time, and my sister and I have been doing a lot of activities to keep our minds sharp. I've signed us both up for individual therapy as well. Thank you everyone for the advice, and I hope this update finds you well. Now, for the final comments. Comment 1. You're an amazing sister. Good luck to you both. Also, I would make sure her schools know not to allow any information or allow your uncle or grandma to pick her up. Comment 2. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm happy you have resources to turn to and can keep your uncle at bay. My dad is on the 7th day, and from what I remember, it's odd. Good luck to you and your sister going forward, and don't forget to take care of you. Comment 3. You got this, honey. A reminder that as you move forward, you can always reach out to parenting threads for the, okay, what the hell do I do with this situation questions. That's what they're there for. And raising humans doesn't come with an instruction manual. It sounds like you have solid instincts and good support. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.